Hello everybody, this is Terry, your astrologer and Reiki master teacher with your full moon in Cancer, the sign that is ruled by the moon itself, the sign that rules over motherhood. This is such a fertile time, this full moon, and this is also the sign that rules over the fourth house of our homes. And isn't it funny that every Christmas we have so many songs about going home for Christmas, and everybody wants to come home and be with family this time. And the fourth house rules the home and family and your mother and all the feels that come from going home and being with family and seeing your mother, if you're lucky enough to still have a mother. My mother's passed. But so many issues come up in this full moon around all those fourth house, mother, home, family issues, or maybe you are a mother, I'm a mother. This is a really difficult time for mothers. There's so much expectation. There's so much being Santa Claus. It's an exhausting time for mothers. But remember, Cancer also rules over self-care and self-love and nourishing and nurturing ourselves so that we can give to others as well. So really take care of yourself while you have your kids home and you're baking cookies and wrapping papers everywhere, and maybe your home is a mess, or maybe you're getting really into decorating your home this time. But soon the days will get longer and we will have energy to get it all done before Santa comes. Because on December 21st, we have that winter solstice, the turning point where the light returns and recharges us with more energy, more light, at least here in the northern hemisphere where I live. If you live in the southern hemisphere, then it is your summer solstice, and the days will begin to grow shorter as you move out of summer and into winter. But for us, we have the sun coming back, bringing back its light in the northern hemisphere, and the sun is entering Capricorn. This is when the sun stations in Capricorn at 0 degrees, December 21st at 10:27 p.m. This is a later solstice than usual, and this is again the Pacific time. You'll have to check the times for your area, but I am going to do a special winter solstice live on December 21st at 4:44 p.m. because I don't think I could stay up till 10:30 when it's the true solstice. I just can't stay up past like 9 p.m. these days, when on the dark of the days. At like 6 p.m. it feels like midnight. But I'm going to do this special spruce tree grounding meditation. I was inspired by my spruce tree. I just made this little wreath out of, we were trimming the spruce tree in our front yard. I'll have to take pictures, or maybe I'll do a little short of this epic, beautiful big blue spruce tree we have. And winter is this rooting down time, a time to nourish your roots. As the plants and trees do, they pull all their energy back down into the roots. So this is the time to do those grounding meditations, to bring energy to your root chakra and your root grounding cord by bringing it into the earth energies, tapping into those deep earth energies that are always available to us just under our feet. And then we will do a golden dome of energetic protection that I know so many people are feeling like they need a kind of energetic protection right now. So I was really called to do this meditation. And I'm going to sprinkle in some heart math meditations to open your heart. And then I will offer you a distance Reiki for abundance activation to manifest your 2024 intentions. And I'll have you write down your 2024 intentions. Let me know what your 2024 intention is. If you know what it is, put it in the comments. And I will be putting these little pieces of paper of everybody's intentions into my singing bowl and I will ring them into being. This is one of the beautiful things we can do with the Tibetan gong bath. We can ring our intentions. It's really a prayer bowl where we can sing our intentions into being. So it's going to be a fun time. Check it out. Meet here on my channel, 4:44 p.m. on the winter solstice, December 21st. I think it's a Thursday. Is that right? I don't even know what day of the week it is. I have been so busy doing these Zoom astrology readings. I'm having so much fun from my Plaid Friday sale. Thank you all for purchasing your Zoom readings. I'm having so much fun. I think I'm going to extend that sale through January or until I just can't take anymore because I think I will sell out. But I'm going to put the link down below. If you buy a Western astrology chart reading between now and sometime in January, whenever I turn it off, I will include a free Zoom, which is an $85 value. And I've just loved doing these readings and then meeting all of you on Zoom. It's so fun. But anyways, getting back to the winter solstice live. Like I said, just meet here and join me for the live. And if you can't make it at that time for the live, you can still watch the replay here on the channel. And I recently posted my 2024 9-star key astrology readings. And I had a pop-up link on my website for a free 9-star key reading. Many of you took advantage of that. And wouldn't you know it, I swear, Mercury went retrograde and my pop-up, it just stopped working. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out with my MailChimp, but technology is not easy for those of us who are energy healers, I swear. If there's any web designers out there, reach out because I think I need a web designer. But if you want a free mini 9-star key reading and you couldn't find the pop-up, just email me your birth date, and you can email me at Kimimihealingarts.com, and I'll put a link below to my website. You can contact me through there. The website or the email is in the top header, and you can just click on it and email me your info, and I promise I will give you that 9-star key reading. I don't know why the pop-up isn't working. I'm going to try to fix it. Maybe when Mercury goes direct on January 1st, it'll automatically start working again, like so many things do. And I just love these 9-star key astrology readings. If you're not familiar with the 9-star key, it's so useful for knowing how to align with the energy of the year. Because in 2024, we will all be going through that 3 fast-growing tree year. And it is a wood dragon year in the Chinese New Year. And in the 9-star key, it's a 3 fast-growing wood. Things are going to be, happening so fast, big changes. And then we each go through our own stars. Like for me, I will be in the center star. I'm entering my hurricane year. But we will all go through our own personal stars. So it's really good to read the main star of the year, which is the 3 tree star, but also to look for your own personal star, which has its own energy that you will personally be traveling through. And it's just been a game changer for me as far as knowing when to move my house, when to sell, when to buy, when to launch my projects, launch my business, publish my book, when to fall in love, when you can manifest money. We all love manifesting money. There are times within the 9-star key where it's a really good time to manifest money. And who doesn't want more money? And I think so many people fall into this procrastination. I'm hearing this from a lot of my clients. Oh, I just keep procrastinating. And the 9-star key astrology, it can really help you with procrastination too. Because what I've learned from the 9-star key is sometimes the energy simply doesn't support you moving forward on a project. It just doesn't support doing the thing. And then you can stop beating yourself up like, oh God, I'm so awful, I didn't do the thing. But sometimes the energy doesn't support it. So if you try to push yourself and make yourself do something when the energy is not supporting it, you will probably fail. And it's just not going to be successful. But when you learn how to align with the energy by studying these 9-star keys, then you can get into that creative flow and you can just allow the things to happen for you and with you. You will be able to accomplish all of your tasks in this effortless Taoist way where you're just in that. Have you ever been in that creative flow where you go to write something and everything just comes out beautifully, and you are doing your tasks in this kind of state of bliss when you are aligning with the energy through the 9-star key? Instead of pulling your hair out, it becomes a joy to complete your task, and you won't procrastinate because you'll know when is the time the energy supports it and when is the time the energy doesn't support it. And it's a great thing to tell your boss too. Well, I would have done my reports, but the energy just didn't support it, right? Try that one at work. And why do we have so many stupid end of year reporting and tax business reporting, and you got to get your health insurance by the end of the year and signing up for all these things, when all we want to do right now in the darkest days of winter is to get our deep rest? And this is the time, this yin cycle, when we want to calm down. We don't want to be doing all the things, but we put so much stuff on us, like Christmas and decorating the house and putting up the lights and doing your taxes. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You can just tell people, listen, the energy doesn't support it right now. And if you're still wondering what I'm talking about when I say 9-star key, I also did a video called What is 9-star Key? And I'll put it in the descriptions. I'll put a bunch of videos about the 9-star key and what is 9-star key in the description if you're 9-star key curious. And before I really delve into the full moon in Cancer, I want to just look at all these transits. I thought this was going to be a simple reading, but I will also do readings for each sign at the end of this. So, stay tuned for that. And I'm curious, what kind of gift opener are you? Because I think there's two ways we open gifts. There's people who start with the small gifts at Christmas and build up to the big ones. And there's people like me who I just want to go for the biggest present under the tree. I want to go for eating my dessert first. So that's how I want to talk about the very best gift that Santa is bringing us on this lunar cycle, that's going to just give us all good fortune for the end of the year. Maybe we can all get out of debt and we can get out of national debt and our world can prosper because we receive the sun in Capricorn in a trine to Jupiter in Taurus. Hail the angels. This is so beautiful. And this is happening on December 27th. The day after this Cancer full moon. Bless us all. If you're an old lady like me, you might also know that that's the Publishers Clearinghouse Day. So, hey, maybe Publishers Clearinghouse will come to your house on December 27th when we have Jupiter and the sun in a trine of opportunity for fortunes. And I feel like Oprah, you get a sun trine Jupiter and you get a sun trine Jupiter. We all get this sun trine Jupiter. We can all benefit from this transit. But if you are a Taurus or a Capricorn, raise your hand. Leave it in the comments if you are a Taurus or a Capricorn, because you get an extra shiny, sparkling sun trine Jupiter, because this is going to be exact in your houses, in your natal sun. So you get the biggest present of all. And I think I might have a few videos about sun trine Jupiter. I will link them in the descriptions. I won't completely unpack it here, but if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know this is my absolute favorite transit. I feel like every time it comes up, I got to do a special video because, this is the best transit, sun trine Jupiter. And it's my favorite one. Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim. You're getting everything you want this year. This is the luckiest transit of all. And yes, go ahead and buy that lottery ticket. I only ask for 3% as your astrologer. Just give me a kickback if you win. But Jupiter, the king who grants wishes, is trining good, positive opportunity. The sun who expands and lights up everything it touches. It's like the spotlight is on Jupiter, the king, who's just giving out wishes to everybody. and opportunities will abound for all on this day. And we will be under this influence a little bit longer, but December 27th is when it is exact. But we can all benefit. This is going to be just such a blessing going into the new year. And I wonder what the stock market will do on that day. I think it's going to be very auspicious. Our world shall prosper under this influence, and we will reap what we have sown. And this is a harvest coming in. It's a beam of hope for the future. It's hopium. And it's just before Jupiter stations direct on December 30th. This transit will bring us goodwill, and it could even bring peace, I believe. So let's just cross our fingers and pray for peace on this Sun trine Jupiter, the best gift we're getting, and we've already unwrapped it, but we got a lot of good stuff to come. December 30th, Jupiter in Taurus finally stations direct, giving us the gift of ambition, faith, and hope for our future as well, just before the new year. And if you're wondering how this Jupiter retrograde has been affecting you, I have a separate video for that too. I'll link it in the description. If you just want to know more about Jupiter, you can learn a lot from that Jupiter in retrograde. And as Jupiter stations direct, we will really be feeling the king is back. You know, the planets, they get stronger right when they station direct. You can really feel the energy of Jupiter around this Christmas, giving us such good vibes, and he gets more powerful now. And this is good news for my Taurus friends, and it's time to manifest now, and you will be grateful that you listened to my advice. I'm talking to a few of you who I've done charts for. My Taurus friends, if you listen to my advice and you waited until 2024 to launch your big business, now is the time to get ready to be ready. Late January, early February, Taurus friends, this is when you want to launch. I'm getting chills and I'm wearing a sweater because this is going to be so successful for Taurus in the next 2 months when Jupiter stations direct and things really get going. And the king who's been in your sign is here. He's listening. He's ready to deliver everything you want. Lucky time to be a Taurus, I tell you. But now we've got to unwrap the worst gifts under the tree. There's always the gifts we don't love, right? And how about those solar storms? Have you been feeling the solar storms? I feel like Chicken Little sometimes. I've been talking about solar storms for a couple of years now, and since December 4th, we've been having some intense solar storms, ranging from S1 to X1 levels. You can go down a whole NASA rabbit hole and figure out what that means, but those are basically, X1 is as big as it gets. And these are off the scale solar storms, bringing just incredibly beautiful aurora borealis if you live in an area in the north where you can see that. But it's also been knocking out radio signals, affecting our internet, and even some electricity has gone out in places. And there's some incredibly high frequency energy entering our world right now. This is this beautiful crystalline energy that wants us to raise our energetic vibration, coming in alongside those solar storms. And I'm just curious, are you feeling it? Because I've been having just the craziest dreams myself, and I'm definitely feeling this energetic downloads and almost like light code activations or DNA activations happening while I'm sleeping. It's so bizarre. And even as this energy brings us these incredibly healing downloads to raise our energetic vibrations for whatever is coming in 2024, something big is coming. There's an energetic shift happening. Everybody's talking about it on the vibration of our planet. But it also causes some crazy ascension symptoms, and I did a whole video about solar storm symptoms. I'll link that below. But I've been feeling on this myself this month. I've been feeling a little bit off. Maybe you have too. And have you had any of these? Have you been experiencing headaches, your ears ringing, body aches, especially the neck, like pain and stiffness in the neck? and insomnia, where you're just tired all day, but then you can't sleep at night. Or perhaps you've had extreme thirst and dehydration. I know I cannot drink enough fluids in the day. There's not enough time in the day to feel hydrated right now. Or maybe some people have been having dizziness and vertigo. These are all the things that my clients are coming in with lately too. Or you're hearing strange sounds. Or one person even said it sounded like a podcast was playing in her head, but she couldn't make out the words, and it felt like a download of information. That she was actually learning the information, but she couldn't understand what they were saying, as if it was somebody speaking or a podcast, but in a different language. I mean, just crazy stuff I'm hearing from my clients, and I'm experiencing some of it too. I'd love to know. Leave it in the comments if you're experiencing it too, because it can feel really nice for all of us to go, oh, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not going crazy. And this is just a taste of what is to come in 2024, when NASA predicts we are going to have even more intense solar storms. The largest solar storms ever experienced on Earth are coming in the next 2024 and 2025. And this could really take out our internet or electrical grids. You might want to ask Santa for a generator. I know I'm really looking at generators right now, just in case, So Merry Christmas. That solar storms, they sound fun, and we're already soaking in it. And then we have Mercury retrograde moving into Sagittarius. Remember, Mercury has been in Capricorn, where he was affecting our bank accounts and credit cards. But now Mercury retrograde is moving into Sagittarius on December 23rd, affecting all the holiday travel. I'm sorry to say. I would wait until after Mercury stations direct on January 1st to really go on my far off beach excursion that I would love to do. And then on the solstice, Mercury will be in a positive sextile to Saturn though. And that will give us some foresight and some knowing of what to do in any situation. So if you find yourself stuck at the airport, Saturn's coming in with that sextile that might just help you get through the lines, get through the regulations. And this will be a good time to figure out what you want to do in 2024. If you want to make changes, if you want to make those big goals or do your vision boards. I love to do my vision board party on the Lunar New Year's, because I am really into the 9-star key in the Lunar New Year this year, the Wood Dragon. So I will be probably having my Lunar New Year vision board party on February 10th. I'm still looking into where I'm going to host it, but keep that on the calendar. And then we have those powerful eclipse portal of 2024 looming in the Aries Libra axis. And this will bring new directions, brand new directions, new ways of being, a new path forward. Look at your astrology chart for where Aries and Libra show up, and that is where you will be experiencing this new path opening up for you. And if you are an Aries or a Libra, I did a whole separate video about that Aries Libra nodal axis rocking our world next year. And I will link in the description, especially that Aries solar eclipse happening at 24 degrees of Aries on April 8th, I believe. That will conjunct Chiron in Aries. Oh my goodness. Once again, Chiron asking us to heal our deepest wounds as we begin to wrap up this long cycle we've been in of Chiron in Aries, which has been a Chiron in Aries return for everyone born between 1969 to 1976. It's been, 5 years of a healing crisis. And I love you, Chiron, but those of us born between 1969 to 1976, we're tired of all this healing of our deepest wounds and having all of our stuff triggered and coming to the surface. Could we just put a Band-Aid on and move on finally? Chiron will finally station direct on December 26th. And if you didn't know that Chiron is retrograde, I did a whole video about that I'll put in the description. It's really interesting if you want to just learn more about Chiron and Aries in general. It's a good video to watch. And as the planet stations direct, just like I said with Jupiter, when Chiron stations direct, he will be stronger. We will be feeling this Chiron and Aries coming in strong right at Christmas, December 26th, when he stations retrograde or stations direct. And so watch the video and see why you're feeling all of the feels and why your wounds are coming up and why you're being triggered by everything somebody says. It's all that Chiron and Aries stuff. But when Chiron and Aries conjuncts the total solar eclipse in Aries next year, that is going to be big, big healing. I can't wait to see what happens from that. And right now we have Venus in Scorpio, and I have just loved feeling her cross over my stellium of planets this week. I've had Venus conjunct my Sun, Venus conjunct Jupiter, Venus conjunct Venus, and today I have Venus conjunct Mercury. I thought that would be a good day to record, and it really feels so uplifting in the dark doldrums of winter to have Venus crossing all your planets. Almost as uplifting as this big old jug of St. John's wort I made. If you've ever made St. John's tincture, you just take all the St. John's flowers and it makes this incredibly beautiful red tincture that I drink on the darkest days. So I have enough to get really through May, because in the Pacific Northwest we have winter until June, July really. But if you have any planets in Scorpio, you may be feeling the effects of Venus lighting up your love light, your heart chakra opening, and you're feeling the love vibes lately too, or you just want to fix up your house and make pretty things. And then Venus will move into Sagittarius on December 29th. So wherever Sagittarius shows up in your chart, if you are a Sagittarius, you have planets in Sagittarius, that will be lit with Venus's love light too. I just love following Venus and her path, and you can still see her in the morning. I just happened to catch Venus conjunct the moon in Scorpio on the morning of my Reiki class. It was so beautiful. She was just lit up right in the heart of the new moon in Scorpio with the pink clouds behind it. I was going to get a picture, but those pictures never come out as good as your eyes see them, I swear. And we also have Vesta, planet Vesta, retrograde in Gemini on December 20th, going through May of 2024, creating a huge shift for whatever house your Gemini is in. Look at your astrology chart, see where your Gemini is. This can bring some kind of upheaval that will ultimately lead to a better situation, but it can be very chaotic, very distracting at the time. It's like you're being forced to move out of your home, but then you find an even better place to live. Or you're letting go of old friendships or relationships that are not working for you anymore, only to find that you have space now for better people, more aligned friendships, relationships to come into your life, to show up for you, to align better. So this is a time to really nurture yourself and be compassionate with yourself while you're going through this Vesta upheaval process. And you'll want to be just as kind to yourself as you would be to a puppy or a child, taking care of your inner child who may need your attention. Because when we go through this kind of upheaval from Vesta retrograde, it can feel like all this catastrophic thinking comes up, right? Like if you lose your house, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be homeless. What am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. Then you just start thinking of the worst case scenario. But think of it more of like you're caring for this small child or this puppy, and you're going to help them get through the process. So get out your journal and write about what your best case scenario would be, instead of doing that catastrophic thinking, write a new story about what you want to call in, because Vesta retrograde in Gemini is a time to call in something even better than you could have ever imagined. And you will be feeling all the feels with the upheaval, I'm sure, especially my Gemini friends. So get your journal and write it out and get clear about what you want to call in, and don't fall victim to catastrophic thinking as you're manifesting your new path forward. And let's not forget about Pluto in Aquarius. That's also causing major changes in our world. And this is really hitting, obviously, Aquarius. And I won't delve deeply into that because I have another video for you. Evolve or Die Trying is the name of my Pluto and Aquarius transit. And I'll link it in the description. And you will want to know how this impacts you, especially if you are a fixed sign. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. We are going to have our worlds rocked by this Pluto and Aquarius the most. So really pay attention so you're ready when this transit really gets cooking. And this Cancer full moon may be our last chance to really relax and get some comforting self-care. To receive some kind of healing this month would be so nice if you can, especially if you are a mom. Raise your hand, comment down below if you are a mom and you are needing some nourishing healing. And I will send you a little blast of some distance Reiki if you comment below that you're a mom needing healing, because I think all of us moms especially are doing so much during the Santa season. So remember to fill your well. Go to the spa, get a massage, get your nails done, whatever feels good to you. Get in a sauna, get on your biomat. I love my infrared biomat. I lay on it every day. Or get an energy clearing or a Reiki session. Something to energetically prepare for this brand new energetic pathway that is opening up in 2024. And I do distance Reiki healings and energy clearings too if you're interested online. I will link my website in the description, and I'm pretty booked out all the way through January 16th right now. But I have this amazing wait list and it really works. Miracles do happen. I've gotten so many people in December, even when I was really booked, from my wait list, because I know so many people are getting sick in December, and I thank you all of you who are sick and canceled. Bless you. Thank you for not getting me sick and not getting my family sick and not getting my other clients. I work with prenatal massage and some cancer people. I'm working with women who have breast cancer right now. So really, please do not come in if you're sick, but you can always do distance energy healings if you are. And remember that I also have a Reiki infused sound healing to boost your immunity if you are feeling sick this season. Give it a listen. I listen to it all day long when I'm giving massages or healing sessions, and I swear I haven't caught any of the bugs that are going. There's some really bad stuff going around this year, but I have not been sick. Knock on wood. You always got to knock on wood. You can't say that without knocking on wood. But it really energetically protects you, because the sound, the binaural music, it's a Schumann resonance binaural music by the Swedish sound system. In Scandinavians, they figured out how to boost your immunity through these binaural beats. And then I infuse it with Reiki symbols, and it just creates this dome of energetic protection so that I've been around a lot of people who are sick, and I haven't got sick. And you'll just want to just do that self-care, that quantum healing. You can just listen to that and meditate or relax or take a nap. It's quantum healing at its finest. It's sound healing with Reiki, and I will link that below too. And just eating warm, nourishing foods, making wholesome soups, drinking lemon ginger tea. This is something I drink every day. I just chop up lemons and ginger and boil it in water. It's so simple, it's so affordable, and it is so nourishing. And take your vitamins and do your self Reiki. I'm talking to my Reiki students. And get out into nature, move your body. Movement is medicine. And use this Cancer full moon to really nourish yourself by being a good mother to yourself. If you are a mother, or even if you're not a mother, be a good mother to yourself. Be a selfish mother. Good mothers are selfish mothers. Take care of number one. Take care of yourself before you do all the things for other people. And getting into your heart space too. I think Cancer is ruling over our heart space. And listening to your heart. I have a lovely heart math meditation that I'll also link below. And your heart is calling you home this season. Your heart wants you to tap in, to listen to your heart as you're making your big plans for 2024. Don't forget to ask your heart, what does your heart want? Because your heart knows the path forward that you should be taking. And I also have a love heart opening sound healing as well. And I love to just take this time out, especially in this turning point as we have the solstice and the energy is rising. It's a great time to just tap in, to shed light on what your heart wants to manifest with this life as you move forward into 2024 before things get really busy and we start neglecting our heart's big wishes and desires. Take some time to listen to your heart's calling, and it wants you to slow down this season. And this is what we're here to do, to make our heart's wishes come true, right? So put what your heart desires at the top of your to-do list for 2024. And we also have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus, planet of unexpected, shocking events and surprises, who was just in exact opposition with that Venus in Scorpio, causing these ripples of change combined with disappointments in our love relationships. Maybe you were feeling it depending if Uranus opposite Venus was affecting you. And now we have Uranus squaring this full moon, causing that diamond making pressure, hitting our emotions so hard at this Christmas time. This is a take a deep breath kind of transit. We may be feeling very sensitive this holiday season. If somebody says something, it could be taken the wrong way. And this is a great time to spend with your families, but we may act on emotionally charged impulses and regret it later on. Just when you say something, you wish you could take it back and you never can. So this may be a time, I like to say, write it, don't say it. Feelings come up, and of course Chiron and Aries going direct is also triggering old wounds, and things are coming up, and we want to really tell somebody how we feel about how they raised us or this or that or whatever. And just write it out, get really clear about how you're feeling. Don't just blurt it out because you may really regret it. And there can also be negative gossip when these two combine, Uranus opposite Venus. And your instinctive reflexes will be to protect yourself. So you'll be triggered to start a fight if you hear something negative about yourself. But things are not always accurate under this Uranus opposite Venus. There can be some confusion. And so just take it easy. Try not to say it, get out your journal and write how you're feeling instead of saying it. And then maybe write them a letter. That's sometimes you can write a letter when you have a lot of feelings coming up about someone, and you don't always have to send it. Sometimes just writing the letter. I love to write letters like that and then go, yeah, maybe I don't need to send that. And remember, Uranus in Taurus is all about those earth catastrophic events that could occur too. So Uranus rules over lightning and crazy unpredictable weather patterns, even earthquakes, geopathic stress. We're seeing all of that. And we may see some really intense storm patterns under this Cancer full moon with Uranus and Taurus opposite Venus. And This is a Christmas I might just want to stay home, to be honest. That's what a Cancer full moon really wants to, anyways, is just be home. And it can be going to your family home, but it can also just be staying home. I don't want to be on the roads or in the air. With Mercury retrograde combined with this Uranus squaring the moon, the best outcome we could receive from Uranus squaring the moon is possibly a good surprise this holiday, because Uranus also rules over surprises. So let's just hope for that Publishers Clearinghouse could show up at your house. And let's look at the Sabian symbol for 4 degrees of Cancer, and let me know where this falls in your chart in the comments, and I will give you a free mini little intuitive reading if you tell me where Cancer is for your astrology chart. Maybe you are a Cancer, maybe a planet's in Cancer. Let me know. Well, this is kind of a fun one. Cancer at 4 degrees is a cat arguing with a mouse. And the keynote is an attempt at self-justification. And we are still involved in the results of an act which brought about a radical reorientation of our lives. And the drives of the biopsychic organism are still not easily conquered. A multitude of decisions inevitably follows the big and grand gestures of realignment, and the desires of the body still drown out the voice of this newly evolved person. One may be arguing with oneself, like a cat arguing with a mouse, hoping to convince oneself that the old impulses are still legitimate. Hesitancy and conflicting motives are inevitable, and the mind is very clear at not facing the consequences which follow from desires or even from restlessness. And there are attempts at rationalization to reach understanding. And I see some real cat and mouse style bickering at this year's holiday parties and family gatherings this Christmas time. And it really brings to mind Tom and Jerry cartoons, if anybody remembers those. Now let's look at all 12 signs. Aries. The sun and moon this month were both in a positive trine to your sign, bringing you wonderful opportunities for growth, imagining new goals for your future, or maybe you even found love. But as this month ends, the sun will move into a square to your sign. So now there may be some challenges coming up later this month around the opportunities you were so excited about. And you have a major eclipse portal in your sign for all of 2024, bringing you brand new directions. And it's like you're entering spiritual boot camp, where you're going to learn some major soul lessons, and you may be tested in some way in 2024. So get ready to be ready for those huge shifts to come wherever your Aries and Libra houses show up in your charts. Watch my Aries nodal axis video to learn more. Sun trine Jupiter on December 27th will give you a wish of fulfillment for your ambitions, and some lucky break will come your way. Merry Christmas, Aries. Taurus. Jupiter will station direct December 30th and finally begin granting all of your wishes to come true. So make sure you have your list of everything you want to manifest in 2024, because you won't have this opportunity to meet with the King Jupiter for another 12 years. So know what you want and go after it. You have a lovely Saturn sextile that gives you this hard work ethic going into 2024, where you're willing to work for it and wait for the results in whatever you're trying to accomplish now. And these positive, Jupiter and Saturn. Your success is basically guaranteed now. You are the luckiest sign, Taurus. I see so much growth, potential, and divine abundance coming your way in 2024. I would buy a lottery ticket. But your wealth will probably come from your business and investments now. And this is a great time to travel, to learn something new, or make it a pleasure trip as a business write-off. Merry Christmas, Taurus. Gemini. Sun and Mars in Sagittarius is opposite your sign, and you may have conflicts working with others this month or fierce competition. Watch your temper and your words so you don't sever business ties by saying something you regret later. Get things in writing and do not sign any contracts until 2024. This full moon, Cancer, is semi-sextile your sign, bringing you an opportunity for deep emotional connection with loved ones, family, or perhaps sparking a new romance if you're single. Maybe take some time off work to enjoy this holiday season with your loved ones. It would greatly benefit your well-being now. If you rest now, you will be given the divine inspiration to begin your new year. Merry Christmas. Cancer, you have a beautiful Venus and Scorpio trine your sign this December that turns on your love light and makes you want to enjoy every moment of this magical winter season. Take some time to be with loved ones, maybe even throw a party for friends. You feel like celebrating now. Just don't overdo it with spending, drinking, or indulging too much. You just want what you want right now, but avoid going into debt. Hopefully that Mercury sextile Saturn on the winter solstice will bring you some self-discipline. On December 27th, that Sun trine Jupiter, Sun in Capricorn opposite your sign, brings you an opportunity to step into your power and begin to manifest the life you've always wanted to live, but you will have to work for it. Merry Christmas. Leo, this full moon is in a positive sextile to your sign, bringing you good vibes, and everyone will want to be around you as you're shining bright like the star on the top of a Christmas tree. You're giving friends and family your love, affection, and an infectious hope for the future with your optimistic feelings. But later on, Venus and Jupiter will be squaring your sign. And this makes you feel more needy than usual. And you may be seeking more support from friends and family, but perhaps you're feeling like a martyr because no one comes through for you, even though you always give your all to them. This feeling, too, shall pass. It's just a momentary imbalance in your relationship that will shift and go away as we move into 2024. Merry Christmas, Leo. Virgo, Venus sextile your sign is a positive influence to manifest everything you want related to love and money. Does it get any better than that? I think you will be getting the best gift this Christmas, as you are definitely on the nice list. And you're still under the influence of an auspicious Jupiter trine. When Jupiter finally stations direct on December 30th, you will start to really feel the benefits as you make progress at work, and financial windfalls will show up, and perhaps you get an opportunity to travel for a business trip that feels more like pleasure. You will feel so optimistic this month as opportunities magically show up to increase your wealth and broaden your horizons. Merry Christmas. Libra, Mercury and Sun square your sign this month, bringing obstacles and communication breakdowns. Beware of being hacked. Do not click any links. Watch your credit card and bank account. There's just something suspicious going on in your world until January 13th. So do not sign anything until after that. And I'm also getting a sense of secrets or someone talking behind your back in a negative way. So be careful who you trust with personal or confidential information. Get ready for those eclipses to rock your work-life balance in 2024. Wherever your sun is in your chart, you will be in for a metamorphosis of some kind. You'll want to watch my Aries Libra nodal axis video to find out how it's going to affect you. But the Sun trine Jupiter on December 27th gives you faith that everything is going to work out. Even if the earth is shifting under your feet, you will still prosper. Merry Christmas, Libra. Scorpio. Venus transiting your sign all of December, giving you a soft glow of love, abundance, and contentment. Do something romantic this month if you can, or get together with friends for good times. Now is the time to manifest all that you desire in your heart. Santa should bring you that deep heart wish as your heart chakra is open and your love light is shining bright in the dark. Jupiter, who has been opposite your sign, stations direct on December 30th, giving you a push to accomplish your goals and make more money going into 2024. Just allow this shift to naturally bring you abundance. You don't have to work so hard to make it all happen. Have faith that the money is coming to you. You will receive love and money this month, especially on that magical Sun trine Jupiter day. Merry Christmas. Sagittarius. Mars in Sagittarius is fueling your ambition to reach your goals before the year is over. But Mercury retrograde in your sign can cause delays that lead to frustration. You can't make it happen this time. You just have to wait and see. Towards the end of the month, Venus enters your sign, and this will soften your aggressions as you realize you accomplish more through love and kindness than being pushy or competitive. And this New Year's will be an excellent time for hot dates, making money, and you'll be feeling on top of the world. You might even want to take a pleasure trip after Mercury goes direct in January. Sun trine Jupiter, your ruling planet, tells you everything is going to work out in your favor. So Merry Christmas, Sagittarius. Capricorn. The sun moves into your sign on this winter solstice. Happy solar return, Capricorn friends. You have a positive sun, sextile Saturn, bringing you success through your patience and perseverance. And then you have the holy grail of good fortune coming from a sun trine Jupiter. Merry Christmas to you. This is the luckiest transit, making your wishes come true. And I bet Jupiter, Santa, brings you everything you want for Christmas. And this transit really sets the tone for 2024, bringing opportunities to gain even greater wealth and bringing you whatever you desire when you ask, believe, and receive. Watch my Sun trine Jupiter video to learn how to align with this positive transit that will be really affecting Capricorn and Taurus the most. Merry Christmas. Aquarius. Venus and Jupiter are both squaring your sign, bringing obstacles to getting what you want and what you truly deserve. You may need more love and affection in your relationship, but perhaps your partner is too busy for you right now, or you've been working so hard to get ahead financially, but you keep falling deeper into debt. It's like whatever you want to manifest, there's these roadblocks preventing you from getting ahead right now. So channel your energy into fewer projects and hyper focus on what is really important for you to accomplish right now. If the energy doesn't support it, then just take a rest and try again later. February 2024, there will be a big shift and things will start to go your way again. And you get Pluto, the transformer, in Aquarius for Christmas. You'll want to watch my video about Pluto in Aquarius to learn how this powerhouse transit will be affecting you for years to come. The link is in description. Merry Christmas, Aquarius. Pisces, good news. Neptune in your sign has stationed direct, bringing you clarity to your vision and increasing your imagination and romance. And you have Venus in Scorpio and this full moon in Cancer, both trining your sign, bringing optimistic opportunities for love wishes to be fulfilled and an emotional coherence with everyone around you. Friends, family, intimate relationships will be in divine harmony for you this month. And then the Sun trine Jupiter on the 27th will bring you even more gifts of abundance and wishes coming true. Merry Christmas, Pisces. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.